One of our rising opera stars.
Come to my garden, rest therein, my own.
Deborah Wai Kapohe has a full bill this year and there's also her debut at the Royal Albert Hall to prepare for. How are you?
Very good, thank you.
And she will be wearing something like this there or something bigger?
I try and keep the slim line because I am kind of short, so I go for long. It'll be a long-lined golden cream number.
It's a big deal, isn't it?
It is a big deal. Yeah, the frocks are a big deal, and the glamour and the looks, big deal.
Do you like that side of it?
I do, because I love clothes and textures and fabrics, and I'm no good at dressmaking, so it kind of gives me a chance to play with them on another level. You know, it's fun.
The performance this year in England, I mean, is that something that scares you? Is it exciting? I mean, how are you feeling about it?
Really excited, because I've been to watch concerts there in the hall and the acoustic is fantastic, and just to know I'll be on stage and I guess sharing in a part of history is fantastic. You know, it's something I guess I'd like to be able to tell my grandchildren about.
It must be then the fulfilment of one of your dreams along the way, I guess.
I guess it is. I mean, it's a strange thing how we always want to go and sing in London and England, and I guess it will be a fulfilment, and I hope to make it the beginning of something for me over there.
What beginning of?
I guess the beginning of my European career now. I'm ready for it, and I think when one becomes ready for it, you know, doors open. Until now, my goals have been Australasia and New Zealand, Australia, and Asia itself would be my goals. But now I'm ready for Europe.
The readiness comes from, I guess, is a feeling of confidence in you that you know, you must be feeling that you can face that part of the world.
That's right, it is, and I guess that's where my art form comes from. That's
yes,
the home
it is. It's the home, isn't it? So
yes.
There you go. I mean, there is no greater place, I guess, to go.
That's right, and one doesn't want to go there and fail because people remember you. You have to be ready for it. Yeah.
When, I mean, as a New Zealander going to London, they will say, Kiri, won't they? They'll compare you.
They do. In fact, I checked the website for my name because I've got to keep an eye on what people are writing about me. So I put my name into the computer and up came Deborah. It said something about the next Kiri, a young Māori singing at the Cathcart Proms. This was the publicity they put out. And I thought, oh dear, here we go again, you know, another comparison. But I am lucky to be compared to her. She's a wonderful artist.
And I guess, in a way, you know, because she has done so fabulously, it does open doors perhaps for you?
It does. I guess, you know, I think of opera singing as a product. And if people know what they're buying, you know, if I say you're buying Coca-Cola, you know what to expect. And if you want coming to hear the next Kiri Takana, well, you kind of know what you're coming to hear. You know, she's going to be Māori, she's going to sing in a soprano voice, and hopefully it's going to be a pleasant one.
I'm sure it will be. How did you begin?
I began when I was 5, playing the guitar, and singing comes as a natural part of that. And then one day it just hit me on the head. It was like an inspiration. I want to become an international opera singer. I was 14 and I just decided, and came out of the bathroom and told my mum that.
What'd your mother say?
She laughed, she rolled around the floor. Yeah, I'll never let her forget that, because she was also supportive, you know, Mum, I'm going to be an archaeologist. Yes, dear, and off we'd go to lectures and things, but Mum, I'm going to be an opera singer, you know, and she laughed.
Well, I mean, were there opera singers in the family, or did you watch Kiri on telly? I mean,
Kiri on telly, actually.
Kiri on telly.
Yeah, and I thought it was a really interesting thing to do.
Which is really nice then to be compared to her, isn't it?
It is nice.
To be inspired by. Do you know her? Have you met her?
I've met her really briefly. I'd love to meet her at more length privately. That would be really neat. But I think our experiences are going to be very different. It's very different times now for opera, and because a lot of my work involves concerts like the APO or tomorrow night actually, but I'm doing a concert with them at the Bruce Mason Centre. And then my guitar and voice recitals where I play the classical guitar and sing Spanish music. A lot of my career is quite varied away from opera. So I think we all have different paths, but it is nice. It is nice to be compared.
What do you do to look after yourself and your voice? And
oh, the rest is so important. You know, I don't set the alarm clock.
Oh, that's good.
I really believe in that.
I like that philosophy.
Yeah, don't set the alarm clock, drink lots of water, try and keep the alcohol down, and be happy about things, you know, look on the right side of life.
You would naturally do that though, wouldn't you? I mean, I've met you for 5 minutes and that's the impression I'm getting.
I try to, yeah, it's really important.
You must love it too, I mean,
I do.
what you're doing.
I do, yeah, and it's every day at work's a joy, really.
Which is lucky, isn't it? Because I don't think a lot of people have that.
No, and they could if we all followed, you know, our in the gut feeling. I think all of us could. you know, be happy with what we do if we really listen.
It is interesting because it is a constant theme from everybody I talk to on this program who are
right.
successful.
Yes.
If they are passionate,
Yes.
they become successful in whatever they choose.
Absolutely. I mean, there have been lots of people along the way that said, oh, opera's too hard for you, dear, or, you know.
Oh, please?
Yeah, or you mightn't necessarily make it, but I've really had to be strong. Yeah.
What is the point of people saying things like that, I wonder?
I think it's their inner fears. Maybe they've failed at something themselves, or maybe they're scared for you. Maybe
Maybe they
care.
haven't tried, perhaps.
Yeah, maybe they haven't. Yeah, and if I fall flat on my face, it's better than not trying.
But if you fall flat on your face, you'll get up and try again, won't you?
Well, that's right, I will, yeah.
Now, you've moved back south, you're an Invercargill girl originally, and you've moved back home.
Yes, indeed. It's fantastic down there. It's a great climate. It's very positive down there, and it's great to be back home.
Well, those farmers are doing pretty well down there, aren't they?
Oh, they're doing very
Which is great.
well. Oh, it's great. When they do well, everyone does well.
It is interesting. The South Island is in a sort of a renaissance, really, isn't it? And I think it's to some extent leaving us in the north behind.
It could do, actually. You know, we have a wonderful lifestyle down there. It is good.
How much time are you there? Not much.
Not much, no. Not enough, really. Yeah, because like I say, that the quality of life in Invercargill is so good, it is on a resurgence that I do want to be there more and resting and things. But oh boy, you know, when the concerts call, you've got to go.
I like the way you put that. And the Aucklanders, your neighbours were a bit rude up here when you lived here and you used to sing.
That's right.
They used to abuse you a bit.
I've had lots of rude neighbours, actually. Oh. Yeah, it is pretty loud though. I can understand that.
Will they come and knock on the door and say, would you keep that down, please?
Oh no, worse than that. I got sworn at.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Well, to all those people who swore at her, look where she's going now.
That's right, that's right. Yeah.
Deborah Wai Kapohe, good luck.
Thank
Enjoy
you.
the concert tomorrow night.
Thank
and we'll
you.
look forward to hearing the reports from London.
Thank you very much. Thank you.